Cinderella, Snow White, and the Crystal Apple. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived two princesses, Cinderella and Snow White. They were best friends, despite coming from different backgrounds. Cinderella was a humble servant girl who had captured the heart of a prince, while Snow White was a kind-hearted princess with skin as white as snow. One day, a royal invitation arrived at the palace where Cinderella and Snow White resided. It was an invitation to a grand banquet hosted by the king and queen, where the centerpiece would be a magnificent crystal apple said to grant eternal harmony between kingdoms. The princesses were thrilled at the prospect of attending such a prestigious event. As they arrived at the banquet hall, they were in awe of the grandeur and splendor of the decorations. The crystal apple sat in the center of the table, shimmering in the candlelight. The guests marveled at its beauty and whispered about the magic it held. However, as the evening progressed, a hushed gasp swept through the room as the crystal apple suddenly shattered into 1,000,000 pieces. The tension in the air was palpable, and the harmony between the kingdoms was quickly unraveling. Determined to restore peace, Snow White and Cinderella decided to investigate the mysterious shattering of the apple. They knew that only by working together could they uncover the truth and restore order to the kingdom. Using Snow White's kindness and connection to animals, they sought out the help of the creatures of the forest. Birds flew overhead, squirrels scurried around their feet, and deer followed them through the woods. With the help of their furry and feathered friends, they searched high and low for the shards of the crystal apple. Meanwhile, Cinderella's determination and cleverness led them to discover that the magical energy of the apple had scattered across the kingdoms, causing chaos and discord among the people. The princesses knew that they had to act quickly to gather all the shards and restore the apple to its former glory. As they journeyed through the kingdom, they encountered challenges and obstacles along the way. They faced wicked witches, fire-breathing dragons, and treacherous traps set by jealous rivals. But Snow White's gentle touch and Cinderella's quick thinking helped them overcome every obstacle in their path. Finally, after days of searching and battling, Snow White and Cinderella found all the shards of the crystal apple. With tears in their eyes, they carefully pieced the apple back together, channeling the magic and energy that had been scattered across the kingdoms. As the last shard clicked into place, a dazzling light filled the room, and a sense of peace and harmony washed over the gathered guests. The king and queen embraced each other, and the kingdoms were united once more in eternal harmony. The princesses smiled at each other, knowing that together they had saved the day and restored peace to the land. As they looked out at the assembled guests, they knew that they had proven that friendship, kindness, determination, and cleverness could overcome any challenge. And so, Snow White and Cinderella danced the night away, their hearts full of joy and their friendship stronger than ever. The kingdoms were united, and the crystal apple shone brightly once more, a symbol of the eternal harmony forged by two brave princesses. And they lived happily ever after.
Subscribe now and step into a new story where fairy tales come with a twist.